I feel that everybody should be able to speak the truth, no matter what that is. Be happy, and that's what I'm going to be. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to get this off my chest, really. And that's it.
Martell Holt is finally showing a different side of himself. After seasons of being known for drama, betrayal, and never taking responsibility for his actions, Martell is now saying he wants peace. He's even starting to own up to his mistakes. Fans of Love and Marriage, Huntsville have been watching closely, and many are wondering if this new attitude is real or just another way for Martell to protect his image. This change has come at a time when the pressure on Martell is higher than ever. From public scandals to private leaks, he's found himself in the middle of one of the show's biggest controversies. But instead of lashing out like before, Martell seems to be trying something different. He wants to start fresh. Martell has said that he's tired of the fighting, especially the fights with his ex-wife, Melody. He mentioned that he's not filming at the moment, not because he was cut out, but because he wants things to be peaceful moving forward. He wants to co-parent without drama. For someone who has had legal battles, social media blow-ups, and endless back and forth with Melody, this statement felt surprising. He said he's tired of going to court, tired of the tension, and tired of people trying to paint him as a bad father. Martell insists he's an active parent and doesn't understand why anyone would want to keep his kids from him. When the new season of Love and Marriage, Huntsville, began, viewers noticed right away that Martell seemed calmer. He was more focused and seemed to be making an effort to move forward. He talked about being a better man, a better father, and someone who wanted to grow past the mistakes he's made. He also started showing off his business side, trying to prove that he's taking his future seriously. From outside appearances, it looked like Martell was trying to change, but not everyone believes it. Fans quickly took to social media, questioning whether this version of Martell was real. They pointed out how fast the change came and how it didn't seem genuine. A lot of people believe Martell is simply putting on a show for the cameras. They say his words sound nice, but they don't match his past behavior. Some even think this entire peaceful new Martell is a plan to repair his image, especially after so many seasons of being seen as the villain. Behind the scenes, the situation doesn't look much better. Even though Martell is trying to appear collected on screen, there are still a lot of issues going on with the other cast members. Some people from the show say Martell has been trying to control how he's portrayed. They say he wants more screen time and wants his scenes to look good. Others claim that Martell has been clashing quietly with some of the cast. The tension is still there, even if it's not always shown on camera. Then came a major turning point. A deleted Instagram post made everything explode again. The post, which fans believed was aimed at Melody, was full of shady comments. Although Martell deleted it quickly, screenshots spread across the internet. Fans were confused. If Martell was really trying to be peaceful, why would he post something so messy? That one post was enough to make people start doubting him again, but things didn't stop there. Soon after, screenshots of alleged text messages between Martell and a female cast member leaked online. These messages showed a side of Martell that didn't match the man he was trying to show on TV. In the texts, Martell seemed manipulative. He was trying to control the conversation, guilt the woman, and make her feel like she owed him something. These texts shocked fans and started more conversations online. Was this really the same man who said he wanted peace? As this scandal grew, Martell's relationships with the cast got even worse. Letitia Scott and others started keeping their distance. People who used to defend him were now avoiding him. Some didn't even want to film with him. Rumors began to spread behind the scenes that Martell might be turning into a problem for the show. Some producers were worried that his actions could start hurting the show's reputation. Instead of getting a fresh start, Martell was right back in the middle of more drama. Just when people thought it couldn't get worse, a secret phone call was recorded and shared. Martell didn't know the cameras were still rolling when he talked about Arian Curry, the woman he had a long affair with. In this call, he admitted that he was still meeting up with her. This was the same woman he told everyone he had moved on from. He tried to act like it was nothing, but fans weren't buying it. Then he said something that shocked everyone. He admitted that he was using the show to help his business and hide the real drama in his life. Even worse, he said he wanted to control how his story was told on the show so people wouldn't know the full truth. That moment felt like the mask was finally pulled off. People online were furious. They felt like they had been lied to. Many called him fake, manipulative, and a master at playing the victim. Martell had been talking about peace and healing, but behind the scenes, he was still doing the same things he always did. The trust people were just starting to give him began to disappear again. As if things weren't bad enough, another leak happened. This time, it was an audio recording of Martell talking about Arian Curry again. But what he said in the recording made everything worse. He talked about turning their toxic relationship into money. Yes, he wanted to profit from the affair, the pain, and all the chaos. He wasn't even trying to hide it. In the audio, Martell said, "People love drama. We can make this work for us." He sounded calm, confident, and like someone with a clear plan. But the plan wasn't about growth or being better. It was about using people's pain for attention and money. He even said he was okay being the bad guy. Martell admitted that being the villain keeps people watching. "Let them hate me," he said. "It keeps the cameras rolling." That moment made everything make sense for many fans. They realized this wasn't about redemption at all. It was a strategy. It was a game, and Martell was playing it well. The cast of the show didn't take this lightly. Melody quickly made a public statement. She said she was cutting all ties with Martell, both personally and professionally. "Enough is enough," she wrote. She was tired of being dragged into his mess. For Melody, it was time to focus on her life and her kids, and to leave Martell behind once and for all. Other cast members also spoke out. Tisha Campbell and her husband Marcel were clearly disappointed. They had their own issues with Martell before, but this latest drama was too much. They started distancing themselves from him as well. No one wanted to be associated with someone who was using personal pain for profit. Carlos King, the producer of the show, was also deeply affected. He had always tried to see the best in Martell, but this time, things had gone too far. Carlos made it clear that Martell's place on the show was no longer guaranteed. He said they had to think about the bigger picture and hinted that Martell might be cut from the show if he didn't change. The fans had their say too. Social media exploded with reactions. Hashtags like "Remove Martell" started trending. While a few fans defended him and called him a smart businessman, most were tired. They said he was a manipulator and a liar. Many said they regretted ever supporting him. As more leaks came out, more texts, more videos, and more shady behavior, Martell's fanbase started to disappear. The support was fading fast. Then came the final straw. A hidden video was released, where Martell is seen laughing about all the drama. He joked about the consequences and said things like, "Let them talk. I'm the one making money." In that moment, it became clear to everyone watching. Martell didn't care. Not about the hurt, not about the betrayal, and not about the fans. He only cared about his paycheck. In the video, he treats his personal life, his cheating, his lies, and the pain he caused like it's all just a game. He talks about how the more people hate him, the more money he makes. For him, the drama isn't something that happened to him. It's something he's